Hello everyone, this is Greyshot17 here, bringing you a squeaky chair and another Company for Those 2 replay, brought to you by Panzerburger. If you would like to send in your own replay, you can do so via my Facebook and my Gmail, both located on my YouTube page, and goddamn, I hate this chair. Luckily, I'm very sorry. Actually, funny enough, the back of it is literally broken off. Like, the screw on it that holds the back part together literally snapped off. That's what I get for buying a cheap chair from Target. But hey, I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, everyone, for watching my YouTube comments, supporting me on YouTube, and my Patreon supporters. Because the last few months, I'm doing an update. But the last few months, I moved to Austin. So yeah, a lot of other big YouTubers and stuff down there. So there you go. There's a reference point. But yeah, and in that time, I didn't have a quote-unquote full-time job. Now I do. I work for the government, which is very interesting. But YouTube was pretty much my main income. So you guys just watching my content literally helped me survive the past few months. So thank you. And I have a special reward for those, again, for everybody for doing that. Because, again, I will now have actually a full income, which is nice. That meaning I can start doing stuff, which, again, I'll go into more detail about my update video, which should have either come out or about to come out around this time. Anyway, this is a 4v4 on Lazarus Ambush. We have Yida, Accuracy, Johnny, LSD, Stannis Baratheon, Tommy, Panzerburger, and Billy L. Reptinio. I wonder if that's a reference to Reptilicus, but go look up that movie and be like, what the hell did I just watch? Let's see. So we have 3 Vermok versus an OKW with 2 Soviet and 2 British. Alright, this map. First, fuck this map. Secondly, this map is great. If you're wondering why, like, wait, what do you mean Greyshot? Well, very simple. On the left side, it's awesome because, again, you have a nice wide open territory, nice choke point areas, you know, great environment for fighting, and pretty much if you're coming in from this side over, it's a piece of cake. Now you have middle, which is kind of like an open ground. Now either side can have lockdown positions and fire long range, where there's this open territory, and a lot of people like to hide like tigers here, or like long range AT guns, or same thing over here, and just fire down range. Either side, and then fuck this map for this area, because like, yeah, we're gonna make a whole trench type area that focuses on this side being able to hold in through heavy cover and pretty much counter the enemy team. There's literally heavy cover all around here, like stopping it in advance. So yeah, I'm sure that's fair. Looks like the British were able to push in and take over that territory. Let's see, Panzerburger, how are you doing? Let's see. So you have some Vickers and some infantry section. Actually, probably best to go over commanders. Alright, so we have Luftwaffe Supply Doctrine. Very good doctrine for supportive, especially 4v4. You can help your allies out, get them the supplies they need, and also provide some nice airstrikes. A Fortified Armor Doctrine. Let's see, Johnny is in the left side toward mid, or the right side, I guess, whatever, toward mid. So if he's able to fortify, let's say, this area, it can be very hard to uproot him. So a good doctrine choice, especially with the elephant. Let's see, Accuracy with Breakthrough. Again, long range AT. Again, very similar to Elephant, just very powerful, again. And Storm Doctrine. This one's a little bit more varied. I guess, like, ambushing, which kind of hard to do in this area, but I guess it's still possible. Also, very interesting to see the Axis actually pushed up this far. Usually, the allies will kind of dig in and be very hard to get them uprooted from this position. But no, they actually ran through the building, got an MG all the way up here, and are now pushing the allies back. Actually, this building is great because, again, we can see here, fog of war. Unless the conscripts come this way and like throw a Molotov cocktail, which I think is slightly out of range, the MG can see them coming and pretty much suppress them, which is very nice. The artillery, the airstrikes, again, make it very difficult for the enemy to place their own artillery. Let's see, Commando Regiment, great counter to fortifications. So if they do use heavy artillery or something like that, bombers can come in or pretty much uproot any like fortified area, which is a good counter for this guy. Panzerburger has AVRE and anti-building flame mortars, so good for entrenched positions. This guy's picked anything, and Stannis Baratheon with guard mortar. Great infantry and T-34 85s that, with the special ability, can go toe-to-toe with some Panthers if used correctly. So let's see. Let's get on their side, because again, this is how the game is pretty much like. Again, the person said in is like coming from this direction. So right now the Axis, I mean the Axis are winning, the Allies are losing. Really? You can upgrade an MG42 with ambush camouflage? Sure, why not? That makes total sense. Actually, it really does, like hiding an MG in cover, waiting for the infantry squad to move out in the middle of a field and opening fire and just decimating that squad. Actually, probably do more than decimate, but it would probably annihilate, honestly. Let's see over here. Wow, just chasing that MG with a flame. I approve. Now stay away before they Panzerfaust you. Although, if they're going to charge him and like running like that, the flamethrower is just going to burn him before they even get close. Some mortars. Okay. I guess we're trying to kill the emplacement over here, but kind of bad because you have nothing to protect yourself. You could say, oh, Greyshot, they have the MG. This MG's, I mean, this, wow, I was going to say it's not an MG, it's going to be used for a medic station or command post. But, why would you put an MG facing this direction? Why? Seriously, the MG is literally, yes, you could say, oh, Greyshot, it's going to be great. The MG is literally going to kill everything this way. No, it's not. He faced it this way. So they could easily come around here. Sure, yeah, they're going to stop enemies from coming through here, but you should have this section, honestly. Also, this thing is going to blow up. So, prepare for an explosion. Oh, isn't the big boom. I like it when it, like, literally sounds like a V2 rocket going off or something. It's just like, okay. So this guy's fortifying. This mortar is way too close to the front line. Easily, like, ET fire and stuff are going to neutralize that. This guy's using a lot of mortars. Okay, I guess uproot the fortifications, which is kind of funny because he's a fortified guy himself. More mortar emplacements, which should help counter. I don't know if they're in range or not. I assume they are in range. It should be able to help counter this stuff. Let's see. We have MG over here guarding this area. And on the right-hand side, we have the Axis pretty much annihilating the Allies. It is not going well. We have double mortars coming up, and that should help uproot their fortified positions. But the Allies, if they're smart, I mean the Axis, if they're smart, are going to put as many mines and stuff over here as possible just to delay the Allies from advancing. That's what I would do anyway. Try to just, like, again, so that way when the Allies do, like, oh, guys, just run up. Just put a S minefield or something and just like, ruin their hopes and dreams. Oh, okay, so we have an ISU-152. Very good for long-range combat. Counterpoint, when you're fighting an elephant or a Yag, the ISU-152 is good, but it's not the best designated tank destroyer. People were like, oh, the ISU-152, I can counter the elephant with it. No. No. I don't know if they changed it, but typically, if you have an elephant or a Yag versing this thing, the Yag or elephant are going to destroy this thing. What this is really meant to do is counteract the infantry blobs. This thing will annihilate infantry, but not really the other way around. So Soviets doing a pretty good job pushing up, but looks like they're still being suppressed. Oh, by this MG, which is being reinforced. Good for him. Reinforce this MG. Kind of stop them from advancing. Pushing up with some MGs. Kind of a bad idea, honestly, because again, this guy has armor-piercing rounds and camouflage, so we can literally annihilate you with a camouflage incendiary incendiary armor-piercing rounds. If I could talk before you have a chance to even set up, which is exactly what's gonna happen. I know it's like, yeah. All right, so this guy's setting up over here. I guess trying to break this point. I'm assuming that's what these two guys are doing. They're trying to just set up and try to annihilate these guys' fortifications. But as you can see, this position, terrible, instantly died from all the mortar fire. This unit, probably going to die unless he, counteract the mortars. Luckily, it looks like the artillery is doing just that. I think it's the base artillery doing that. Probably the British guy using it. That's one. Yep, these guys are firing. There it goes. So yeah, Panzerberger probably fired this in this general area. Smart move, use the artillery to neutralize these units. Okay, nice flame half-track. Again, very good for killing infantry and fortifications. Terrible fighting armor, but again, in this situation, you're mostly fighting infantry. Also, we can see that supply drop in action, so he's helping his allies out by getting more munitions. In this early game, munitions isn't that huge unless you're upgrading your men with, like, as you can see, Panzerschrecks and Panzer, not Panzer, but MG42s. You're not going to be able to heal this too, just fall back. Wow, another big push. Okay, or just upgrading your entire army with SG-44s and wrecking the Soviets. That's also an option. But right now, actually, funny enough, the Allies have more fuel than the Axis, which is funny because the Axis have way more territory. Although, flip side, Axis have double the munitions, which is why they're able to upgrade their units to be so much more powerful. And if you start losing these points, it's not going to end well. So yeah, these guys really need to step up their game. Now, they did upgrade all the way up to the Mechanized Armor Campania. This could be the turning point, because we look at what the Allies have, and they have these roving squads of infantry, not designed for anti-tank. I mean, it's a T-34, so you don't really need that much anti-tank, and they don't have one Panzerschreck. But if he uses that correctly, he could literally run them all over. And look, he has some good infantry supporting, so not bad. Not bad at all. We also have another tank over here, Cromwell. And this is where actually... yeah, this is where the Axis fucked up. The Axis fucked up because the fact that they advanced thinking they were winning, that they had overwhelming superiority, and a lot of them, except for LSD, forgot to get any type of anti-tank, thinking the Axis would be like, oh, we've pretty much annihilated all the Allied supplies. There's no way they can have armor. You didn't. Here's the fuel point. You never took it, so they're still getting those fuel points. No matter how much of the front line you take. Yeah. And now, because you literally have no armor and no anti-armor, the sudden, like, push of Allied armor is just annihilating all your men. Yeah, sure, you have one Panzer Grenadier squad, but that's your all 4 guys. That's
he won't make it. They're running at full speed. They're like, we'll save the day.
151's now here, everybody.
Army.
Yeah, this thing is gonna eat the Panzer Grenadiers for breakfast.
They're like, no, we.
As showed.
It's like, Mom, we couldn't do it, Mom. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
My brother's now over here. Oh boy.
Listen, if I can mock something, if I have the ability to, you're damn right that I'm going to take that moment to
you
do
can
so.
see here, we have an Allied push over here. We have an Allied push over here. And you can see here.
You know what I'm seeing? No. Yeah, these guys should. I'm seeing a definitive lack of AT.
Yeah, it's not like they don't have the fuel for it. They do. They just didn't they just didn't upgrade. Like, neither of these guys went for their upgrade. I mean, they went all the way, but they don't have the building, which is something I'm like, dude, make the building.
And you can, yeah.
Which they're now doing, because they're like, oh, geez, man, we should probably have it.
Oh, geez, man.
That's about, oh, I don't know, a couple minutes too late.
Oh, well. Hey, at least they have their army still. The flak half-track's still up.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushing up. It's the thing is, though, that, look, that armor push, sacrifice, and my brother's now leaving.
Yes,
so.
Peace. Best of luck with the replay.
But
151 spot is officially out.
Leave. Now.
Okay.
I don't even think they heard you, but he just said okay and walked away, shrugged his shoulders. But yeah, even though, yes, hypothetically speaking, the Axis still have a stable front line and still are very strong, the armor push just helped turn the tide. You can see here, they're no longer up to this point. They're actually able to push all the way to the midpoint, which is, again, straight down the map. T-34 is trying to come in, neutralize this point. I don't see a lot of AT. Okay, yeah, support guns are what? Support guns, good against infantry. Guess what they're not good against? Armor. So don't expect them to turn the tide. Especially if they lose this point, that's going to be huge. Wait, you have 3 support guns? Well, there's your problem. Used what? Nearly 1,000 manpower, over 1,000 manpower, getting your. Was it not? It's 330, right? That's how much these things are. I want to be accurate. Okay, so yeah, nearly 1,990 manpower to get artillery, and as we just saw, you should have probably used some of that for some armor, especially if you could have got it with a panther, especially with a panther. Yeah, and now your infantry are losing because, well, they're having trouble now. These support guns are hammering this position, so good for that. But as you can see, we have more T-34s coming in. So literally, the Soviets are just starting to pump out those T-34s. It's not going well. Over here, we have a double Centaur, good against infantry, terrible against armor. And let's see about this LSD guy. Yeah, he's getting armor. So this guy better do something to get, you know, a Firefly or. Well, and actually, he probably doesn't have enough for a Firefly, does he? He does, I guess. So, yeah, he really needs that, like, now. Although he placed some mines, so that's pretty good. An AT gun there will do something. But now we have a huge battle going on over here. Problem is, although these guys go close range, shock troops will devour them. So, yeah, they're not going to be able to really push any deeper in the Soviet territory. What the Axis need to do is just take a breath, figure out what they're doing, and then counter. Right now, they're just sending in like these little like hits. They're like these little attack. I don't know. It's like they're just like, hey, let's send in a unit or two at a time. And it's like, no, that's a terrible idea. Are you freaking kidding me? It's like 18 minutes in the game. Isn't it 18 minutes? No, it's 17 minutes almost. And you get a Stug. Are you going Stug? You are going Stug Army. You're one of those people. Okay. Whatever. The guy goes Stug, although it's good against Su-76s. Against massive T-34 push, maybe not the best idea. We'll see if it works. Maybe it will, especially with the amount of infantry you have. For right now, it'll be fine. But long term, maybe not. Maybe not. So now we have this Panther moving up. And remember that mine I mentioned earlier? Man, that really worked. And the AT guys are just peppering this thing long range. Oh boy. Panzerberger's now in mid, and he has Cromwell. And a Firefly, so a good range. Firefly will definitely snipe any armor, like a Panther moving up. Firefly, you want to start sniping, or? Oh, and he fell for it. He's like, oh, I can fight. Oh, no. The Firefly's like, hey, dude, you better back up. Wow, that's a lucky bounce. Oh, yeah, Cromwell, you'll literally die in one shot. Maybe advancing, not the best idea. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's close to dying. But, oh, dude, Panther, don't. Don't engage. Don't engage. This 3-star guy almost dies from a Firefly. Bofor going up should help. Why would you charge? Like, Centaurs, I'm just saying. You know the Panther's still around here. They could have instantly healed him and been back up. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I don't think so, says the Panther. And you're still engaging. I know you're trying to kill the infantry, which is a nice job in killing all the infantry. But, yeah, falling back might be the best idea. You're very lucky that thing didn't die. But, hell, you lived. Good for you. You lost a... No, he's still alive. I can't believe I'm saying this. The Stug army actually helped counter. Yes, I am purposely groaning that much because it's Stugs. And you're also moving up a Katusha. Why are you moving a Katusha that close to a Stug? I don't know. But the T-34s are moving. And we can see an awesome Soviet flank coming in right about now. We have, again, just massive amounts of tanks just going to overwhelm the Stugs, plus the infantry. If they can throw the AT grenades, it's GG for the Stugs. Firefly coming in on the side. Stug unable to turn. Just overwhelmed by the amount of T-34s. And, yeah. T-34s, where are you going? Just run over. Oh. Oh, no. Be dirty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it, please. Do it. Oh, no. God, if they would have demoed that blob. Oh, please. I have hope. They put, I mean, those are Soviet demos. I know they're Soviet demos. If they would actually detonate this, that would be incredible. I love how I can press it and it won't go off. That's also really funny. So remember how I said that guy would fortify if you didn't remove him? It would be really hard to take over this area if the enemy, like, dug in. Yeah, he did just that. And the funny thing is, he can counter any artillery and stuff you place. He has enough munitions to bomb you to, like, this guy has no chance to break this guy up. Like, I'm being honest. Yeah, you could say, oh, he has Centaur's Greyshot, but he has a Firefly going up, AT gun, mines everywhere, mortars, Boffer for anti-air. Yeah, he's good. Now, Panzerberger, on the other hand, having some more issues. We have a lot of AT. We have a Panther there. Nice flank with the Centaurs, just devouring the infantry. And there goes the Air Force that you tried so hard. Also, LSD is the wrong guy to fight this guy. Why? Because all of his stuff is plane-based. Guess what this guy specializes in? Shooting down anything that has a motor in the sky. Now, Double Panther, again, good counter to Centaurs. Very good counter, I would say. Why he kept that there, I don't know. He should have probably kept backing up. AT gun, probably should start firing. Why he's keeping it there, I don't know. Back up. Why this AT gun's not firing, I don't know. Let me get this straight. You drop incendiary on your own guys and use assault artillery on your own guys. Nice shot with the main gun, and I'll be very... Wow, AT gun doesn't get the final blow. Alright. Panzer Grenadier's trying to kill the Firefly. Panzer... Royal Engineer's not helping out for some reason. And that assault was pretty effective, I would say. Let's see, we have more Stoogs over here. Wow, yeah, he lost his entire army, so that was a good double team to neutralize. Wow. Really? You calling British bombers here? I mean, don't get me wrong, you're gonna kill this poor sucker, but... Wow, is it really not gonna die? Oh, I was gonna say, it was gonna die. But yeah, before you say this guy's out of the, this guy is like totally defeated, not that much. This guy doesn't have like an army to stand on, so he may have won, but because these guys lost their entire army in that assault, they didn't capture anything. And now the Panzerberger's like, all right, this guy focused here, and they didn't capture anything, so I'm just gonna go capture his territory. Don't blame him. Honestly, the British bombers probably would have been way more effective over here because they're more, the axes are more clumped up, and the Allies are kind of more in a dire strait. Although once again, we have another T-34 army coming in, so we'll see how well that goes. And LSD is making a critical mistake by calling in special supplies. Here's the thing you don't do when you're losing: call in supplies like this. I get it. You're trying to get the munitions. You're trying to counter. But in this scenario, probably not the best idea. Also, feel bad for that T-34 just crippled in the corner. Ugh. Maybe you want to heal it. Probably a good idea. Oh, wow, so many mines. T-34 is just being crippled left and right. Those Teller mines are very effective. But they're doing a pretty good job of pretty much just counteract the enemy. Stug's having a hard time pinpointing an attack. Mercanwerfer, though, coming in from the side. Stug coming in from the side. They're bottlenecked right now and being hit by all corners. T-34s need to escape. When they're assaulting with infantry, that's a different story. With no infantry support at all, yeah, they're screwed. Now we have an AVRE coming in at Panzerberger. Alright, very nice. And alright, I'm gonna make a little spoiler. You called this thing AVRE, so I expect some good AVRE kills. Man, so many dead T-34s. Okay, decent shot. Wow, you actually got him retreating. Okay. The T-34 graveyard over here. IL-2 bomb strike, missing. I think it was an IL-2. I really hope it was an IL-2. It was an IL-2. I was like, Big Panther push. That's the problem right now that they have to face, is the fact these Panthers. Oh, you're going to try to kill it with the Firefly, aren't you? Oh, that's a bad move. Wow, you're very... Oh my god. Use rockets. You missed! How did you miss? It literally, like, that Panther commander has to be like, holy god, I felt the heat off that rocket. How are we not dead? Alright, you better keep backing the fuck up. Yeah. You killed one Panther, but that Firefly is going to be a lot... Ugh. A lot more damaging. What? Was that EVRE? Did you, like... Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we can see here the double Panzer Shreks. Yeah, these Panzer Grenadiers probably block... Wait, no, is that SG-44? No, I'm going to assume that was the Panzer Grenadiers. And they got annihilated because they grouped up in a corner. So this thing was able to get how many kills? Yeah, a decent amount of enemy kills. I also love 11 kills, this thing gets ranked up. I have a Sturm Tiger. The thing gets 30 kills. I can barely get vetted. Alright, whatever. Now we have a Yag, and this thing is going to eat T-34s for breakfast. It's essentially going to long-range snipe them. And even though they have an IS-152, just look at this thing. It's massive, it's hulking, and it's literally like, I'm going to eat your tanks. That's what this thing screams. And it's literally... And anywhere else it would be intimidating. The fact it's literally over a Soviet graveyard of dead tanks, literally a Soviet graveyard, look how many dead T-34s there are, is not helping at all. Now they're going to push up, and this might be where the Soviets have an advantage, because this guy's an idiot. He's advancing with it. Well, maybe not. I mean, they fired a Katyusha point blank for some reason. But all these conscripts now flank this thing, throwing AT grenades. It's now turning for some reason. IS-152, if used... Armor piercing? Yep, armor piercing. Has enough time, it could take it out. One more shot. Come on. A few more shots. Oh, just a couple more. Hit the mine. Or not. God, I would hate to be a T-34 commander in this game. What? Dmitri, what happened to all the T-34 commanders? There were like 20 in the mess hall. That's why we're being deployed. They're all dead. Are we in this? Are we with the same group? Yeah, we're. God damn it. Because how many T-34s have these two Soviet players lost? Like seriously. Oh, and they're making more. Of course they are. But the problem is the Axis are still holding. Like they killed the. I mean, like that tank commander was stupid. Like really stupid. Like I don't know why you send a Yag Tiger by itself to the front line. But yeah, that's a thing. Also, Centaur is destroying your guys. Let's keep the Panther as far back as possible sniping shots. No, bring it up. And if you're worried about AT fire, just bring it here. And you're still missing. Move it up so it has better accuracy. Alright, anyway. We have an elephant now over here, so we can see that the Axis are relying more on heavy tank units. Try to, you know, make up the difference and gain some ground. Don't think it's going to really help, but we'll see. Also, love the, again, enough AA here. It's just going to start shooting down all their planes. And the Centaur, oh my god, Centaurs are great at shooting down planes. Now, unfortunately, those are transport planes, so they're harder to shoot down. I don't think, yeah, I don't think these planes will be necessarily shot down. I think maybe with enough AT they can be, but yeah. Oh, there's the plane. Did it hit a mine? I think it detonated a mine. Maybe. Anyway, another Soviet push led by the IS-152. Again, can be very deadly against infantry if used correctly. But really, they have a good infantry presence and pretty much just pushing them all back. Decapped a Stug. I wonder if the ISU had anything to do with that. I would get in it. Yep, he's using explosive rounds to deal with that. And T-34 just helping push up. Now, AT grenade, great right here. You can see he's focusing. AT grenade being thrown. Gonna cripple that tank and all the IS-152. Just annihilate that thing. Big push in mid. Elephant moving up. Is that... Oh, you lost your AVRE. But you have double Fireflies, so that can actually really help counter the Panther and the Elephant. If the Elephant's good if it can see you, but if the Fireflies can sneak around, get sight, and unload on it, it can annihilate the Elephant. Especially rear shots. Rear shots against heavy armor do extra damage, so that could be very good. Is that Comet? Yeah, you're sending a Comet, and you're hunting... Okay, kill this thing. Don't leave it alive. Yes, let's leave the badly damaged but still recoverable Panther in enemy territory. That's a great idea. Are we going back to heal? No, we're going back to go deal some extra damage to some random infantry units. We get it. You've annihilated this guy, okay? I understand that. But geez, oh man, you could at least cripple the damn thing, because all he's going to do is heal it. Does the enemy have repair crews? Well, we drove by 2 squads, but that can't be enough to heal the Panther. As it's literally healing, you'll probably be back up within 30 seconds. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so once again, the Yag Tiger's back on the front line. Literally, no, past the front line, in enemy territory. Don't know why. T-34 thinking it's such... I'm sorry, T-34. Panther thinking it's such a great idea to go behind enemy lines. You know these guys place mines, right? You know they keep placing mines. It's... Oh boy. And showing your rear armor just allows the T-34s to overwhelm you. Now I get it. You're like, okay, they keep spamming T-34s, so let's bring out the Yag Tiger. Dude, keep the damn thing back. You keep saying it's so far in enemy territory, they can literally just go walk around it. And they don't even have to plane to assault you. You are literally presenting yourself as an awesome target. Now, again, British player, white phosphorus, able to disable its vision, allow, again, the Elephant to be unable to see, and that allows Fireflies to pretty much annihilate this heavier armor. Pretty good for him. With the AVRE as well, and the Fireflies providing support, then Panzerburgers can be able to just own this area pretty quickly. Okay, you're also... You can tell this British player didn't go with that because, again, he has war speed. So that means he went, again, Comet as well. So that's a fun fact. And that's going to allow his tanks to pretty much blitz. So he can really quickly move the Comets through this guy's territory and come around and flank a lot of armor. Now, very nice job killing the Panzerwerfer, but I think you're about to lose an AVRE. Oh, come on, man. Ah, poor AVRE. So how's this game going? Well, Panzerburger's doing a pretty good job in mid, and Billy, I mean, he's doing a really good job at holding the right side. The two Soviet players are just having a rough time. Wow, as I say that, I just annihilated some Axis forces. Just a really rough time taking that point, but as long as they hold the majority, they're doing fine. And as you can see, like, with population, like, the Axis are losing quite a bit. I mean, it's not incredible, but they're losing it. Mark target would be great in this situation, Red. Mark target, mark target, mark target. There's a thing called mark target that makes your damage more effective and your shots actually penetrate tanks. Also, presenting yourself with your rear right in front of a Yag Tiger, probably not the smartest idea. Yeah, so Stannis Baratheon, the great tactician as he is, failed to use an ability that would have allowed him to cripple that tank and remove accuracy from the game, because I think that's the only thing he has, really. Okay, he has a couple infantry units, but they're dying. So, yeah, you just failed that. Congratulations. I scream at people for using armor-piercing rounds. I'm going to scream at you equally, if not more so, for using that stupid tactic. Nice mine. Again, mine, protect the flank. Rockets missing, but at least provide sight to blow up the Elephant as it turns and hits its flank. Now, if the Fireflies can do, you know, something good and hit the Panther from its flank, that could save the... Well, never mind. It could have saved the Comet, but at least on the short run, it's going to push back that Panther. So, good for them. Panther thinking, I'm going to overwhelm these Fireflies. No, you're not. The Fireflies are going to outshoot you. There's too much AT, you're going to be overrun. especially a 3-star one that can target weak points, it's gonna penetrate. Like, yeah. This thing is going to devour you. Now, the thing about Panzerberger that unfortunately I'm seeing is I don't see a lot of frontline infantry. He's trying to make up for it with a lot of, as you can see, the Royal Engineers with, again, Vickers, which makes them better against the infantry, and then some units, but they're too scattered about. But he's doing a pretty good job. He actually did a pretty decisive blow against the Axis and neutralized a lot of their armor. So we'll see if that last was enough to turn the tide. Now I'm checking the time here and I'm saying, oh god, this game's gonna last for an hour. So something's gonna happen. Because right now I see it as pretty much a stalemate, but the Axis leaning. Or siding with the Axis. Yeah, dude, let's charge the enemy with one Panther. Let's not worry about those Fireflies. Now he's doing... he's doing the smart thing. He's pulling the Fireflies back. And honestly, yes, that is the smart thing to do. Because of the simple fact that, yeah, you don't want to sacrifice them in a desperate attempt to kill this thing. Because it could kill both of them. Now we have a lot of conscripts moving in. Looks like... Wow. That was really good planning or pure luck. One of the two. Worth it, mate. I would say it was worth it. I would say that bomb was worth it. But they did cause a lot of damage, destroy the main HQ, and pretty much prevented accuracy from continuing frontline assaults. And oh my god, what is with you guys in Katyushas? Once you fire, retreat them. Enough said. Okay, now, unfortunately, while the Panthers are crippled, they have nothing really to neutral. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I see a big problem occurring. You're backing up your Panthers literally into a bombing site. That's not going to end up badly. Again, backing them up into the bombing site. Well, I think if the Axis were smart and moved out of the area, that would have done nothing. But because they literally backed up into the bombs, it did a lot. I love how this guy's using so much of his manpower to drop munitions and stuff. And the guy who has not done that is, I've seen, done more with the bombs and his specials. Good job with the AVRE, nice shot. But if you could keep it alive, that would probably be helpful. Let's see, Yag Tiger now moved to the right-hand side, because I guess they're like, guys, we need some help against Fireflies, so let's send the Yag to fight it. That blocks sight, which should block vision, allow the Fireflies enough time to escape. Woo! That was a lucky shot. I think it missed this and actually hit this one. You're a Firefly. I'm sorry. Oh, so sorry for that Firefly. So sorry. But yeah, right now the Axis, unfortunately, you can definitely see there's no bombing run coming in. So they can't use that against this heavy tank. And explosive rounds? No. I don't know why then you're firing at infantry. But this guy in the meantime is like, hey, if all the fighting is going on in mid on the left-hand side, I'm just going to take everything on the right. And I do not blame him. Honestly, I don't. I would have minesweepers just in case this guy is smart enough to lay mines. But yeah, just send your guys, take all the territory. Just make sure you have a comet, you know. Also, nice job with the mines. Make sure the enemy can't just send their stuff through. But yeah, cause havoc. Hell, if you wanted to, go through here, put mines. Oh my god, yeah, put mines here. And then come around and attack the enemy territory. I think my brother had a live replay with Tank Killer where he attacked the enemy base while they were still alive and still fighting. You could do the exact same thing in this scenario. Send your stuff, kill everything in their base as much as possible, and force them to engage you. Force them back, and then lay a trap. Lay mines here and everything, so you completely wreck them as they go back, and then on your way back to your base, you kill all their armor. That would be an awesome move, and I think that what exactly is going to happen. Now, this guy's thinking, oh, I'm going to move my Panther back. Dude, your Panther's half dead. That guy is a comet fully alive. You're screwed if you think you can just move on back and just annihilate him. I love how he's moving up an MG. Like, that's really going to help turn the tide. By the way, he's deploying a Panther. They know he's deploying a Panther, so they're killing the base. That's great. What is coming in? Really? You call an IL-2 bomb strike here, not here? Please just murder the, Well, you killed the MG. Good for you. Oh, but here come the Panthers. War speed. War speed. You don't have the munitions. God damn it. Or you don't have it equipped as well. Mine, 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 mine. Yes! And there goes the Panther. Because of that trap. Oh, it's a trap. I mean, you lost the Centaur, but you killed a Panther and helped cripple this guy's base. If you would have, if your ally would have actually called an IO-2 bomb strike on that, you would have stopped him from deploying the Panther. You did a little bit more damage, but he's going to repair it, and unfortunately, long term, that's not really going to turn the tide. What did, however, what you did actually do was divert a lot of these guys' resources away from the front line. So wait, why is this guy? I guess he has two bases. I'm not exactly sure. I guess that way each one can build building. I guess I didn't really see the purpose of building two buildings because honestly, you're just wasting resource. I guess long term that could be. I don't know. In my opinion, it's just like, Aviary got some kills, good for them. Looks like there's some infantry coming around the corner. Very nice shot. Again, close range shots with that thing, which is why it's being so effective. Really? Fire? That's your counter? He's just gonna move. That's good against emplacements and hard points, but... Okay, nice kill there, I'll give you that. But overall, But now what's great is, like, this guy's now focused on the right again. Like, this guy's moved all his Panthers over to the right. And that's causing the Soviets to be like, oh god, Nikolai, all their armor has moved elsewhere. It's now a clear shot into enemy territory. Free game. Huzzah. Now, oorah. Yeah, there's nothing guarding here. So, of course the Soviets are going to take this opportunity to push up. Of course! And before you say, oh, we're just going to easily counterattack and push in this guy's territory, the guy has placed mines and all sorts of shit around here. He's not going to simply just be taken out. Also, I love the AT gun just hiding at distance. Again, more mines, stuff like that. You're not going to easily take it. IC-152 using explosive rounds to just help annihilate this infantry, and that's exactly what you need. This infantry is can very easily die, as shown right there, from explosive rounds, even though they're 5 stars. So you have to be very careful when you're versing the IC-152. It eats infantry for breakfast. By the way, I'm pausing right now for a second. My cat has literally come up next to the screen and is now watching this replay. So, yeah. I love that. My cat will literally is now interested in gaming. So, you know. Unfortunately, I've corrupted one young soul, but, you know, there's that. Nice flank with the Panther. Once again, the mines. Pull this thing back. War speed would be... Oh, shoot. I was going to say before they Panzerfaust or shoot you again. Although you have enough engineers that... Oh, dude, keep pulling back. Don't heal there. That's a rookie mistake. Don't heal so close to the front line. I love how these guys might send their Panzer Grenadiers over here, and you still have that Bofor right here. Oh, boy. Elephant doing God knows what. T-34 stuff pushing up. T-30-45, so that should make it a little bit more effective, but yeah. Still having some issues. Yag Tiger's not on the front, but being flanked by the Firefly and marked targeted. Look at that. It's being marked targeted. So that allows vehicles to see it, and Firefly, come on, one last shot. One last shot, Firefly. It is a crippled engine. I mean, gun. You can easily kill it with one last shot. Oh, Panzerberger, you failed me. Alright, and now we have artillery. This is where a bomb strike would be great to just uproot that stuff. Hey! Alright, so what do the Allies need to do? Well, I feel like the Allies are doing a pretty good job. I feel like they need more infantry over here, probably. Because there's a lot of armor, but I mean, like, you have this, but the Katyushas can easily push that back along with the IC-52. Just more armor. I mean, infantry base. Because you have a lot of armor, And so far it's doing pretty... Oh, wow. You have a ton of armor, but it's all Katyushas. Scratch that. One more tank and more armor. I mean, infantry. That's what you need. Comet coming around to flank the elephant. Love it. Firefly, you moving up? No, AVRE is moving up. And this could be a great opportunity for an AVRE strike on some high-level troops. Elephant's turn... or the elephant, which is stuck in a corridor. I mean, it can bust through Churchill armor, but still, it still has some hard time cracking that stuff. And also, as you can see, it doesn't have scope, so it doesn't have the ability to see farther. So this thing is it's even more... It's struggling even more because, again, it doesn't have that recon, so you need to have that infantry recon to see it. Otherwise, as you can see with Fog of War, your infantry can go that far. It can shoot farther, but you need that added recon from your own guys. Wow, this guy is coming around again, stopping the... I love how he attacked as he's calling in troops, so we can actually steal all the munitions now coming in. That's perfect. You have a Panther and a Brumbar moving in, of all things. Good luck with that versus 2 Comets. Like, and now this guy's going to come in and just be like, alright, I'll take your supplies, and I'll use that to call in a bombing strike to kill your allies. Come on, grab it. Wow, he blew him up right as he went to grab it. That sucks. So come on, grab it. Yay, you grabbed it. Grab it. Keep grabbing it. Now run. Run away. That's great. Oh, he still lived. Come on, AVR. Oh, the Firefly died from this bullshit. AVRE fired, probably lost. Another Firefly down. You have a 17-pounder here, which I guess will stop the Yag, but the Yag has better range, unfortunately. Yeah, the Yag Tiger and the Elephant can be used to uproot this stuff. You have to be very careful how you place it. Good news is Soviets... I mean, it's a bit of mass Soviet slaughter over here, but they're starting to gain more ground. They're actually pushing into Wehrmacht territory, which is pretty good. Also, bombing range coming in, so now they're either going to move up into all this tank shit, or fall back and allow the Soviets to capture this territory. And I hope they capture it before the bombs come in, otherwise that's going to be pretty bad. Also, you're moving up troops with the bombs coming in. Are you insane? How are you not dead? Like, seriously. You are so lucky with that Grenadier squad it didn't die. I remember the good old days. I went back to an older replay where it literally shows, like, the bombers coming in and annihilating the... Like, the bombers have been nerfed. Like, I remember when they first came out, and it would... if you were in the zone, you're dead. Like... And of course, me and my brother are like, okay, this is awesome. Let's use this against the enemy team. And it was just so... It was just so bad. It was hilarious at the time, but... It was OP. It was definitely OP. Now, Double Panther moving up with 2 T-30-45, so they can go toe-to-toe with these guys. Katyusha way too close up to the front line. IS-52, hey, turn this damn thing to help out your ally. That could be helpful. And too slow to turn. Great. AT grenades also probably would have been effective, because I'm sure the 2 Soviet players have a ton of munitions. Yeah, they do. Decent chunk of munitions. Panzerberger, unfortunately, kind of lost mid. We have this guy coming back on the... Pretty much annihilating everything. Like, this guy cannot catch a break. I mean, he's getting back his army. But, overall... No way is he stopping a full-on Comet charge. No way. Come on. Commit! Yep. Oh, the mine. Oh, no. You're still going to lose this thing. But you have nothing to kill this. So he's just going to back up. Also, Comets, even with the damage engine, still pretty fast. Elephant coming up to flank. I don't understand why. Why do these guys... Okay. I don't understand why you think, let's get the big heavy tank and send it close range. No. Keep it back. You literally have so much open space that you could snipe them from, but you move up so close. It's not ridiculous, and you lose these big tank destroyers. Yeah, you lost that. Jesus Christ. Alright, so 2 with a damage engine. That's bad. Wow, a panther couldn't even kill. Wow, alright. Being healed, they're both pulling back. If he wanted to, well, I was gonna say you could play this, but I just realized it's the wrong guy. Yeah, you could just keep pulling back. He'll be fine. White phosphorus stop the infantry from pushing up, I guess. Next time you send one of your engineers up with some hazard removal, that'd be good. Wow, big panther push. Didn't even realize that. Kill IS-52, some armor. Fireflies, though, and an aviary coming from behind. Really? Fire? Okay, a little bit. I think that bomb strike actually hurt your own guys, but that's just me. Actually, no, that was the aviary. Didn't help anyway. Firefly right there, dude. Pull back. If this thing, like, bum rushes you to make sure you can't escape. Very lucky you didn't sacrifice that T-34. Firefly can still kill you, though. Yep, it's gonna kill you. As soon as you see him not blitz away and just keep firing, like, yeah, it's dead. It's screwed. At least he has a Brumbar, right? That's gonna help against... Yeah, here's my problem. Okay, you keep pushing against the Soviets, and no matter how many times you push against them, they keep surviving. They keep living. Here's an idea. When you charge with a bunch of Panthers, maybe push with infantry. That way you can gain territory and support your armor, so that way they don't die. Because right now, we just see a bunch of smoke coming down, they're just going to get healed. I love how this one guy's like, I'm going to fight that, and literally out of the smoke comes the entire, like, all these Soviet troops, like, nope, peace. Also, maybe a change of tactics is in order. You keep, okay, this is like how many tank destroyers later. How many tank destroyers have these guys had? Seriously? Like, a lot. Like, they have deployed a massive amount of tank destroyers. And still, they just keep failing. Now, through here, again, they have the corridors, so they can see this stuff, so yeah, they're going to be okay. Nice aviary shot, crippling that Panther. But, this guy over here, oh my god. Oh, he still hasn't healed his base. He still hasn't healed it. Why? And now the comments are coming in. This LSD guy was the wrong guy to fight Billy. Billy is just like pretty much annihilated him. And there's not much he can do. Like, it's so bad he's sending his Panthers over to the other side because he thinks that's going to help. It won't. It won't at all, but he thinks that's going to help. So what are the Axis doing wrong? First off, they keep sacrificing a lot of their tank destroyers. Secondly, they're not hitting a lot of high valuable targets. Like, using a recon plane and going back here and hitting this stuff would probably be helpful, but they're not doing that. Thirdly, they're allowing this guy to be completely dominated. Like, with those supplies, he could help turn the tide, but because he can never use them, and because he's constantly being annihilated with no support, because again, where's the ally? Oh yeah, this guy. Where is he? He's over on the left-hand side, ignoring him. So why should he help? Also, there goes his base, so don't expect this guy to have any more Panthers anytime soon. Yeah, this guy's gonna get his entire base wrecked. And I love how he realizes this, but he's like, I'm just gonna double down. Like, I'm gonna send my Panthers up and deal with the Soviet guy, because, you know, you guys can't. Let alone, he sees all the T-34s. He's like, oh no, back up, back up, back up. Yeah. Overwhelming T-34s. If one of them blitzed, like, stopped it and then got around, it would be good. There's too many Panthers in this situation for T-34s to even win. Yeah, not gonna happen. But they have all those tanks, so they could do damage. This guy's a Panther. I love how he's just like, I don't care at this point. I'm gonna keep going. As the base slowly gets destroyed. Oh, this is beautiful. This is great. This is just great. The Soviet guys have been struggling to take over this point. And this guy has how many comets? Okay, he's spamming comets. But again, he's placing mines, stuff like that. So he's holding his own. Oh, please place mines in this territory. Please. Are you doing that? Oh my god, you stole Pans. Please. Oh, you're placing... Oh, you placed a mine next. You evil person. Oh, that's great. And look, he's placing mines here. He knows they're going to turn around and come back, so he's expecting it and waiting. Unfortunately, this took a long way around, but with that many comets, it's... no. And the bases are separated, so it takes a while for them to even go over there and help. I wonder if he's going to just start making his base over here. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that many comets, unfortunately. Why you're presenting your behind to them, I don't know. If you can get around this hook, maybe you live. Alright, nice job. Now blitz out of there. Now let's see. This guy's pretty much lost his HQ. Yeah, everything. I love how he blitzed backward and now he's moving forward. Like, really? Now this guy's about to lose his Panther building, so don't expect them anytime soon. What are you doing? You keep blitzing back and forth. Either engage or don't. But I love this guy's comments. He's like, oh, I'm gonna retreat. You have... Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. You were thinking about fighting me? I'm sorry. That's cute. Double bounce, so very lucky for the Panther. But yeah, also look at Billy. He has tons of reinforcements near pop cap. Compared to LSD, who has a large army, but no base anymore. So, yeah. Also, I love how he's just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Come at me, bro. Anyway, big push over here, overwhelming the elephant. Nice AVRE shot, by the way. Yeah, just a huge T-34 rush. Yag Tiger's like, well, I'm just gonna keep ignoring and not helping my allies out as the Panthers, everything get destroyed. It's cool. Like, if the elephant was back here, it could have sniped the T-34s 2, maybe 3 times before they even punctured your territory. But because you failed, and again, this is very important, because you didn't have it correctly positioned, you lost all your armor. And now the allies are just swarming in and completely wrecking you. Now, fortunately, Comets came in here, and yeah, they're unfortunately having some rough times. But this guy did exactly what he needed to do. He came in here, annihilated everything that you held dear in your base, and literally left it open to where if he came back with the Comets, you're screwed. And on the left-hand side, well, the poor Firefly. Come on, escape. Because of the mess over on the right-hand side, and because of reinforcements over there, stopped, again, the Axis from really getting the help they needed, and also poorly positioned units. Kind of screwed over the Axis from really being able to defend against a full allied assault. Again, we see, like, there's 4 players, technically, with those Comets that failed, that pushed in and pretty much got destroyed. I mean, the Axis got wrecked. Wow, I love how this T-34 is like, I don't care anymore, I'm just going back to see what I can kill. Because why not? I mean, if the enemy had a huge open line, I'd be like, alright, I'll sacrifice the T-34, and I've done that. And it's helped turn the tide, because again, they don't expect you to send armored units behind their lines, because like, oh, it's too valuable. No, it's not really. If this T-34 kills the... Yeah, oh, it's just going to run away. It's like, oh, I see you. I'm just going to leave. And you can't do anything about it. Bye. I love how this half-track's hiding here. Just like, really? Alright, Comets. Come on, go kill this guy's base. That's beautiful. I wonder if this Panther was here and he just got hit by the mine. Ah, shoot, mine hit. Again, both sides have used mines pretty effectively, so I can't denounce one or the other, but GG for, like, again, for the enemy team to start playing mines in, you know, the Axis territory. I mean, the Axis did that at the beginning over here with against Soviets, but it's literally been a meat grinder. Like, the amount of dead tanks and units sent over here, it's been astounding. Probably a dozen T-34s have lost their lives, at least over here, if I had to make the assumption. Now this guy's rebuilding his base, thinking everything's going to be okay, and the Comets are coming back to wreck house. Let's see, you still have the AVRE 3-star now, nothing to sneeze at, very nice. Really surprised you aren't trying to bomb rush that Yag. but maybe you're just waiting and trying to refocus. That's fine. Poor Churchill, though. And the comments are now back and be like, hey, remember us? You have no AT, so we're just going to keep, you know, we're going to finish up what we did before. Yeah, good idea. Focus on this. Is your only real AT they have to really focus on. And they don't have any Panthers or anything, so... Or bases, for that matter. Yeah, so LSD, you're pretty much screwed. You are pretty much screwed. Now with the whole like so many tanks and everything on standby, this one, yeah, it has no support. Way too close up to the front line, and we'll probably die very soon. I love how they're just neutralizing the base. That's great. I love how he, like, I'm not even going to care about this guy. Johnny is too much of a threat right now, and Johnny has given up, and LSD has quit. Wow, I actually quit a few minutes ago. Huh. Okay, at least LSD was kind enough to leave. I hate people who are like, oh, I'm just gonna not do anything. I'm just gonna leave and come back and get my points. You could still keep fighting or do something. Or help out your teammates somehow. Now we have the huge army coming around. Wow, I love how he's just like charging. Like there's nothing they can do. Alright, bombing strike's gonna come in over here, I assume. Yep, there it goes. All sorts of stuff over here, and here come the bombs. Here's a tip. Don't move your Panthers in the middle of the bombing run, because then you're literally gonna die. Wow. Bombing run wounds it, Comet comes in for the kill. Nice job. I'm fast forwarding because it's near the end and already someone quit. Accuracy's now given up. He's like, I'm done. AVRE gets a nice blow. Jesus Christ. The Comets, man. The Comets. Now the Fireflies are sweeping up, clearing what's left. Accuracy's left. He's like, I'm done. Yida's, I think, the only player left playing. Well, that was a good bomb, I guess. But overall, yeah. So what the Allies do correctly? The Allies, again, kept pressing on a point that was weak, and was able to get behind enemy lines and do it. And the Axis, well, they failed planning-wise, because they could have probably helped out their teammate also long-term by constantly using those resources. I like how Billy's like, can we please get this over with? My comments have just like, they've done enough. Let's hurry up. The placement of their tank destroyers was terrible. They literally sacrificed them constantly. Yeah. And then Panzerberger's Fireflies are really good and was able to keep on the toes. But yeah, the best player here was Billy. Like, Billy caused so much hell on the enemy team. It was great. Although I'll give credit to Yida. At least he's trying to fight, although there's just too much. It's not gonna... Yeah. Like, at this point, Billy, I'll just come over and kill this guy's base. Like, you should probably just kill everything over here. But yeah, they never really helped their teammates out. They really stayed in one point. Go, Tommy, go. And as much as they were destroying the Soviets, they should have focused elsewhere, because they could beat the Soviets. They were holding the Soviets back. That wasn't the threat. The threat was the two British players on the other side of the map. They should have focused on them, because that was where the real fight was. But they're like, no, we can keep killing the Soviets. That's going to win us the game. And it didn't. Because the British came in and with their support just crippled the Axis. And eventually the Soviets weren't able to turn the tide. The British were. And the British were able to just come in and just wreck. It probably would have helped if you would have placed your tank destroyers and stuff like that better. But yeah. Most damage went to Yida and Accuracy, which is kind of surprising. Well, I'll say this. Because again, Johnny had the tank destroyer elephant, and it did terrible. So there we go. LSD, also not that great. Accuracy got a lot of losses, though. Again, that's the problem with having a meta HQ on the front lines. It got hit by the Katusha so many times. But yeah, he was, again, accuracy best player. I can see why infantry did a lot and also that. But something I want to see real quick. How many elephants? All right, you lost 2, so it wasn't that many. How many tank destroyers? How many Yags you lose? You lost 3. So altogether, 5 heavy tank destroyers gone. Now let's double check the Soviets. Again, because I'm very curious to see how many T-34s they lost. Alright, I'm counting 85s as well, so in case you're wondering. Alright, so they lost 4, or 3. Really? Only 3? Alright, so 3 T-34s with that guy, and 10. Okay, so there was over a dozen. Oh, wait, and plus that. So yeah, there was 8. Okay, should probably clarify. So the guy, what, deployed 4? So you add that together, that's 21 T-34s deployed. 17 dead. That isn't a good ratio. I don't want to go back home and be like, you know what? I had a great day. I deployed 21 T-34s and only 17 died. Not exactly you go to your boss and be like, hey, I did this amazing thing. But let's see on the Allied side. Panzerberger got most damage. Again, his Fireflies, if I'm going to make the assumption that's the reason why. He did so well. Let's see. Yeah, 41,000. Again, did a really good job with those Fireflies, keeping them back, taking out those Panthers, and luring the enemy armor into traps, or hitting him from the side. Billy, second, again, a lot of damage, almost much damage. Not that many losses. I mean, the funny thing is, he had his own positioning point, but he didn't sit there, and I like that. He was able to go on the offensive, use his bombs to help his allies, and was pretty, like, he was the thorn in LSD side the entire time, and that was just great. And then the oh boy, I find it funny the Stannis, who sacrificed all his T-34s, didn't have that many losses, but tank, I guess, don't count. They don't have as many men, so whatever. But yeah, the Soviets lost so many men, so many, and they won, but you can tell they weren't doing as much damage compared to the British, and the British didn't lose as much. So, there's that. Yeah, overall, it's a good game. I feel like this is a good example of what not to do with your tank destroyers, what not to do with your enemy, I guess not to do with a major enemy. And, yeah, if you're winning, that's great. But if you can't break through, go somewhere else. And if you can break through, keep going. That's what the British guy did really well, and what the Axis did terribly. But in any case, that's game. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And also, I want to thank my Patreon supporters like Chris, like Leo, like Panzerberger. Thank you. A.k.a. Morton Clausen, who I kept putting Clausen. Probably should have just put him as the other guy, but whatever. Yeah, Leo, Tim, Chris, them, and everyone else who supports me on Patreon. So thank all of you guys, seriously. You helped me out the last few months more so than I could ever think. So, yeah, and I am going to be, again, I'm going to cover this in the update, but in case you guys don't know, I'm going to be getting definitively by the end of the month, essentially September 30th, I'm getting Premiere, so I have that on my computer. Going to be getting a better workstation. So I hope to have all that done by the end of October, but I don't know. And by full complete workstation. That way I have a dedicated area for me to work. But we'll see. In any case, again, thanks for watching. Let's see. Make sure you send in those replays, and I'll see you next time.